ever heard about expanding the pie? When you want to have win-win negotiations and you don't take the slice of the pie, but you expand it so both have even more out of it. I like the concept, but how do you get to that? How do you convince the other person that it's not about dividing, but it's expanding?
It's a very good question because most of people want complete the pie. They want it all. They want it all. You need, I think, you need to check who is the other side of this situation because you need to understand your enemy. No, as the book of no, the Chinese general Chinese. Okay, I don't know. I don't remember the name, and I don't remember in which century was that. I don't know, 1,000 years ago. But meet your enemy before to meet yourself. So in a negotiation, I don't want to use this word enemy, but it's the confrontation. It's the other part of the side. You need to meet them, and if you know the other side want all the pie, you need to be worried about this because they want it all in some way or another. Do you really want to negotiate with this kind of? Do you have a choice? Because if you don't have a choice, you have a huge problem. But if you have a choice, don't start to negotiate with this.
Mhm.
And even less if you are in the weak side, because they want to take it all. So starting as this is a strategy. The other side want it all. I'm in the weak part of the side. I have some. I can balance. If not, don't start. Don't start a negotiate anything at all. I have time. I have money. I mean, you have time to wait for a better situation to negotiate with another part, other person, another company. You have money just for a I don't know a period of time to search to find to negotiate with other company with another person. Can you wait? You have enough, the economists, the serious economists, they always tell us that we need to have 6 months of money for liquid for any difficult situation. You have
Mhm.
6 months, okay? You can start right now. You need to check all your possibilities, all of them. If you don't have it, search them.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
if you don't have it at the end, in nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Okay, so I guess when you start negotiations, uh, we first have to agree how we are going to do it. And I guess it makes sense to just start with, can we do these negotiations in a win-win way? Look, I don't want to fight. I want something for myself. You want something for yourself. Can we meet somewhere? What can we do with it? If we don't, we can just talk later. Something like that.
Yeah, maybe now is not the time. No issues.
Mm-hmm.
We can find another time in the near future.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you are when you are in this situation, you want to negotiate something, whatever. I think the vibration, okay, all people, all of us, all human beings, all the living, the human living, animals, all the living in this on this earth, we have some vibration in some way or another. So when you are talking, discussing with someone else, you need to check if you are in the same vibration. Maybe you like rock and roll and the other side heavy metal, and you are not going to dance. That's equal. You need to check it. So if you are start to negotiate, is hey, I have a product or services that you need it. I have it, you need it. But you have something for I need it. I don't have it. What about if we can negotiate and exchange each other? Win-win. Maybe at the beginning you are going to win more than I, not more than me, but maybe in the near future I'm going to win more than you. Who knows? But at the end is win-win. Is there is several variables in the formula because the market can evolve can evolution in the market. The situation is changing. The country is changing. Your country, my country, depending on what I'm talking about. But at the end, it's win-win. So it's up to us how much, if we are talking about money, how much can we win in separate ways and in the same way as well, because we can do something together that we can win together, and this is your part, this is my part, and we can do business, make a lot of money with your products and services, but with my own work, because I have it something that in my own market they nobody else have it, and I can show them, I can sell them, I can give them through the other side, the products and services, and it's win-win. Yeah, but when someone is, for example, when someone is telling me, I'm going to give you for you, Leo, 10,000 per month, I don't like it. Why you are telling me that you are going to give me 10,000? What about 20? No, I can give you. Yeah, exactly. Don't tell me how much are going to give me. Just share me what can we do together, and it's my problem, it's my business. I'm going to perhaps one, perhaps 10, and perhaps 20, or perhaps 100. Who knows? It is up to me. Don't tell me about this, because you are it is when someone want all the pie, they want it all. They say all for me, and for you it's only 10, for example. This is not win-win exactly. At the beginning, you can say, hey, it's 10, is wonderful. Yeah, but what about if we are talking about 1,000 and you are only receiving 10? This is not exactly win-win, no? For example. So if you are trying to negotiate, yes, okay, let's try to do something together. What do you have? What I have? Can we do it together? We have in the same vibration. Do you love rock and roll? I love rock and roll. Let's dance rock and roll. We are in the same one. This is in the life as well. You have your friends because you are in the same vibration. But when you are young, you have in the same vibration. But if you are evolution, you have an evolution, a human being. Perhaps they are staying in this level, and you are growing. Yes, we are friends 20 or 25 years ago, but now it's very, very difficult because we are in different frequencies. And when you're in your marriage, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever, is the same one. So many, we are talking about negotiation is part of this. There's not only business and money. When you have in your marriage or your relationship, well, you need to keep growing together, because if one of these is growing, if the other side is staying in the same one, rock, sooner or later is broken. It's something like this, like gummy, puck. This is always the same one, always the same one. So it's part of this to check the other side and check by yourself which is the frequency you are vibration. And if you have, not exactly, because there is so many frequencies, but you are in the frequency that, yeah, I like it. More or less, not exactly the same one, but it's very, very near each other. Is very, very common that, first of all, you are going to close a deal. Second, is going to work in both sides, win-win. And third, is very common in a medium and long term, not in only in the short term. That's why when you are doing a business, you are not doing a business for only 1 year or maybe 2 years. You are doing something for 5, 10 years at least. When you have a couple, you are thinking as well. You're not, I don't know for anyone, but most common, you are looking for a couple for the next 5, maybe 10, or maybe for the rest of your life. Some people is looking for someone for only one travel or one summer or 1 year. Okay, but it's the same frequency. Okay, frequency of only summer, only 2 months. Okay, but they are both together in the same frequency. It's gonna be wonderful. This is it's very, very short period of time. Wonderful. Okay, but there is no lions from anyone, so it's the same. So when someone says, no, no, I don't have to negotiate, yes, you have. Maybe you don't have all the information, you don't have all the techniques, maybe you are not thinking about how it works, and maybe you need to practice again and again and again and again and again and again. Remember, the practice is the best way for learning. No, okay. The books is very all the books and reading is very, very, very useful. Absolutely. Training courses about the strategy and sales and negotiation obviously is super, super, super useful. Full agree. But if you're not putting it in practice, it doesn't work for nothing. You need to practice, to practice, to practice in some way or another. In some way or another. If you have kids, the psychologist telling you that you need to talk with your kids and practice and practice and practice to negotiate, because the kids want it all. But you can give them all, because sooner or later it's going to be a problem. When they are teenagers, it's going to be a huge problem. If you give them everything they want in teenagers, you are going to have a huge problem. So you need to negotiate with your kids. So
Yeah.
practice, practice, practice. At the end, you can become not the best, but maybe